Benny, nice of you to get up nice and early in the morning to talk to us, brother. How's the weather in Melbourne?
Yeah, it's been a really nice week. Another blue, cloudless sky here in Melbourne. So a little bit different to last Saturday. And the track should be in perfect order. We're on a soft 5. It wouldn't shock me to see an upgrade at some stage during the day to a good 4. There has been some heavy dew, so maybe we'll stay on a soft 5. But really perfect winter conditions.
It was the Willow Show this time last year. He's on the Statesman in the second on the card over the 2,000 metres. There's been a bit of money for it already, 6 into 420, although there has been a couple of scratchings which would have skewered that market a touch. You're pretty keen here?
Yeah, so there's been a couple of major scratchings. So we lost the favourite in Impey, and then we lost the next favourite in Pakadali after Impey came out. So it's actually a little disappointing because I thought those two horses were making the market for us. I thought both of them were a risk, but either way, I still think he's a really good chance here, the Statesman, and kicking off the day for Craig Williams. It might be the Damien Oliver show today, but he lost one of his favourites in Organza in race 1. Thought the Statesman was terrific first up from a spell at Sandown in a pretty good race against Waging War and Mr. Marathon Man, who probably looked the two horses to beat in the day's feature. He's going to be much better suited with that run under his belt up to 2,000 metres. And it looks like he's come back well this preparation. So at $4 thereabouts, or maybe even a little better, I think he's the way we'll play things in race 2.
Small field, 2,000 metres, can often be tricky tactical battles. Won't do any harm having Craig Williams on there. The Taj Rossi final for the 2-year-olds, Ben, is one of the races of the day. And look, you've gone for Ribasaki here, but gee, there's some big players involved here. There's a whole bunch of Hayes Durbanig horses, Chris Waller, but Paddy Payne is one of those trainers who can hold his own against anybody, and it's not often we see him with a 2-year-old this good.
Yeah, I think she's pretty smart, this filly. Wouldn't surprise me to see her measure up maybe at the highest level in the spring if she can continue to progress. This is a race that can throw up a good horse. Royal Symphony a couple of years ago springs to mind. I was really taken by her win. I was kicking myself after the race last start that I didn't find her. I'm not making that mistake again here today. She was terrific, winning in fast time. I loved the acceleration she displayed from the 300 to the 100 to put the race away. And it was pretty soft on the line. I don't think 1,600 metres is going to slow her up at all. In fact, I think she may even be more dynamic off the slower tempo at 1,600. I really struggle to see the opposition from last start turning the tables on her. And on a day where there's a few short price favourites, I thought she was the most backable of them at the price. So pretty keen on her chances today.
Okay, Ben, what else do you like today as racing returns to headquarters in Melbourne?
Yeah, I made Ribasaki the best. I think the Statesman's backable in race 2. And the other horse I like is Not a Single Cent in the first leg of the quaddie, race 6. He's not favourite. I think he deserves to be favourite. He was terrific in a Queensland Derby a couple of starts ago, running well behind Mr. Quickie and Bow and Declare, which I think is actually pretty handy form. He was a long way back in that race and ran really well. Then he went to Sydney, took on the older horses with a big weight, didn't have any luck on a bottomless heavy track. I think we could easily forgive that run. If you do, I think his form reads pretty well for a race where most of them have just been going around, clashing with each other. I don't think it's the race with the most depth. So he's not favourite. I think he deserves to be, and he's the other one that I like on the card.